Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers here in the lovely city of Ukraine, in Kiev, sir, of Ukraine, between Slovenia and Hungary. Well, ladies and gentlemen, these two teams once met before in the first window of the FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers, and it was Hungary that came out with a very impressive victory. Now you can see Slovenia top of the group with 3 wins and only 1 loss, which was to Hungary. So Hungary now can do themselves a lot of favors by equaling their record with Slovenia tonight. But it's all live here at the Palace, the beautiful city of Kiev, in the wonderful nation of Ukraine. The last time these two teams met, it was Roscoe Allen that was leading the scoring so far for Hungary. He had 16 points and 3 rebounds. Jordan Morgan, almost 1 rebound away from a double-double, but there you can see David Voivona as a perennial player for Solnoki Ole back in the Basketball Champions League in the inaugural season. Philip Poverty as well, playing for Falco Tom Bavely last year. A promising player for this Hungarian national team. Now we get set to introduce the players from Slovenia. Slovenia have had a bit of an interesting start here in the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers. And again, the last window, they came out with a very impressive home victory against Ukraine, so solidified their position as top of the group. A lot of players from this unit, of course. And you have to remember that back in 2017, Slovenia, well, currently now, are the defending champions of the EuroBasket. So for them, it's a mission. Step 1, get qualified. Step 2, defend the crown. These players, they know the expectations. They know what's expected of them. They know what they have to do. Win tonight, solidify themselves top of the group. And ladies and gentlemen, we will now stand for the national anthems of these two beautiful nations. Well, the national anthems have been sung of these two wonderful nations, and we'll just get set now to introduce our officials for tonight's game. And ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. they've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight in Kiev, Ukraine, for the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers. Our officials tonight are Eddie Viazzo, Paulo Marquez, and Ilias Cornelis, coming from Cyprus, Portugal, and France. And again, we thank the hard work and dedication of all of our officials for all the work they've done in all of our international competitions. But it's all live here now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we'll take a look at some of the starting lineups of these two teams. And I think one thing we're going to see from Hungary is going to be the size and physicality is going to be one thing they're going to have to match up well with Slovenia. But I think they're going to have to really make sure they catch up on his transition defense. I mean, Slovenia is a team that really likes to get out in fast break. They like to get a quick shot, but if they don't get a quick shot, they pull it out and they have some of the most disciplined half-court set defense. So it'll be very interesting to see how the matchups go. No doubt, Filipovici, David Vojvoda is going to be key for them in the backcourt. I mean, they've had very, very good first two games, and they're playing excellently in their domestic leagues. Well, Akos Keller will be partnered down low tonight with Janos Ehlingfeld, Benedikt Varadi, David Vojvoda, and Sila Benke will all make the backcourt. Well, it's an interesting lineup they've got there. I mean, there you can see Filipovici will be coming off the bench. I mean, he had a fantastic season with Falco Tsombavli in the Basketball Champions League. And he's just such a prime-time player. Well, Stojan Ivkovic, of course, a very well-respected coach all over Europe. Again, knows that his team, with a record of 2-0, sorry, without a loss, anything is possible. I remember the last time these two teams met, it was Hungary who came up with a victory of only 2 points, 77-75. But Slovenia would have looked at that game, put a line under it, and they moved on to the next. And that's why they're top of the group right now with 3 wins and only 1 loss. That 1 loss coming against Hungary. In the last window, they were fantastic in their big games. I mean, they had an incredible game against Ukraine. No doubt we're going to see very similar play. Well, Luka Rupnik, Edu Murray, Jaka Blaža, and Luka Lapornik, along with Žiga Demets, will all make the starting lineup. Very interesting lineup they're going with. Markovic will be coming off the bench, along with Makura, Špan as well, and Hrovat, one of the top primetime shooters. I mean, Hrovat's had a decent season for Cholet in the Basketball Champions League, but Alexander Sekulic knows that a win tonight will more or less solidify them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you download the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 app, where you can download all your favorite plays and get highlights, things that matter to you most. Catch up with all your best players and see which teams will be qualifying. You can download that on your Android, on your smartphone, but make sure you download the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 app. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us all over the world, wherever you may be, it's international basketball time. Slovenia, the 2017 defending champions of the EuroBasket. Can they win tonight? Can they stay top? Or can Hungary disappoint them one more time and pick up another victory, as we saw in the first window? Well, we thank you for joining us. Don't go anywhere, as we're set for tip. It's Hungary versus Slovenia.
Team of Hungary, number 6, Akos Keller, number 9, David Vojvoda, number 11, Sila.
David Vojvoda is one of those players that has to have the ball in his hands really to create his own shot and to make that space. But again, tonight against a team like Slovenia, you're going to have to really make sure everybody gets involved. You look at the percentages of these two teams. I mean, Slovenia pretty much outranks them within the rainbow. They shoot 57% from within inside the three-point line, while Hungary are a 33% shooting team from the perimeter. Free throws could be the key in this game. Again, Slovenia, 82% from the charity stripe, while Hungary in their first 2 games only shooting 62%, which for their standards needs to improve in this game. Well, there you can see Hrovat with the towel around his neck. He'll be coming off the bench. I mean, he has been so integral in Slovenia's roundup to this game in the last 2 windows. Demets, of course, one of the more undersized power forwards, having to play the center role tonight. Again, but take nothing away, a very physical and dominant post player. Well, the officials are ready. The ball is set, and we're going to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers. Well, the tip is underway now. You can see Slovenia going to get the first possession of the game. Patience on the offense is going to be key, but right now the thing with Slovenia is that they're going to try and wear Hungary down and get the right shot at the right time, and sometimes you can see them go right down to the last few seconds. And now, 4 on the shot clock, kick out, wide open 3. That's the kind of shot you're going to see from Slovenia. I mean, that is as wide open as it will get. Now Hungary can try and play at that tempo. Verratti now comes up one screen, has to take another one. Well, he falls over, but they keep it alive with Vojvoda. Bit of contact in the lane, goes to the Fangaro, and he kisses that one off the glass. Well, Tsila Benke took that one in, threw up a little prayer and almost avoided the block. Well, he did actually, but just kissed that one right off the backboard. Comes a handoff now. In the lane, look for a dish off, almost turned it over. Keep it alive now. They got 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to get something going. Pulls up for a quick 3. The 3 is up. The 3 is good. Well, that is ice cold right in the face of the defense. There's not much he could have done about that. But Luka Rubnik, I mean, he's known for that. Taking tough shots off the dribble, under pressure. Well, David Vojvoda now avoids a double team. Good ball move from Hungary. The 3 is up. 3's in the corner, way off the mark. Hungary get an offensive rebound. Puts up a tough shot, they can't get it. Rebound from Slovenia. Ojiga Dimets now taking care of the boards, but Luka Rubnik now, well, he's made 1 3, takes another one. Oh, baby! Back-to-back triples. This guy is on fire. Well, they cannot leave him wide open because he's the kind of player that will punish you, just given a little bit of time and space. Look at the ball reversal. Pump fakes now, has a wide open look from the perimeter. The 3 is up, and again, no good. And now Slovenia's on the run. Blazic now just going to slow this one down. Throws down low to Dimits, and now, well, bit of a tangle up there, but well, Verratti put his hand up to acknowledge the foul, no doubt, but I think they're going to let that one go. Sometimes you can see when players get tangled up that can sometimes result in an unsportsmanlike foul, but good job by the officials there to let play go and let the physicality in the game stay in there. Blazic on off screen, goes down the middle, hangs in the air, gets down one. Well, Blazic, as he did in the last game against Ukraine, is just going to work. Well, he took it down the middle, made contact with Akos Keller. Keller fell over, but Blazic, he gets the and one. Well, Jaka Blazic becoming a primetime player for the Slovenian national team. Currently now playing for Čerevita Olimpija in the Slovenian league. Makes a 3-point play. Vojvoda now looks for a bit of space, puts up with the backboard. Too strong on that one. Dimits with a rebound, and now Slovenia can push down Rubnik. Rubnik, time and space, thought about it. Rubnik, he's made 2 3-pointers. Somebody call the electrician, because this man is shooting the lights out in this arena. Well, we might have pitch black right now here in the Palace because the lights are being shut out by Luka Rubnik. And now you can see Hungary have to call timeout because they got a problem. This man is 3 for 3 from downtown. Well, they can see Slovenia 3 for 4 from downtown. 3 of those coming from Luka Rubnik. But that's one thing about Hungary is they have to improve the transition defense. Anytime you have a missed shot, everybody's got to get back. Because that's one thing about Slovenian offense. They love to get up and down the court. There's so many shooters on the court. I mean, Luka Rubnik will light the gym up tonight, that's for sure. Well, now this is where Hungary's got to be more effective with a pick and roll. They kicked this one out. Well, didn't quite know what to do with the basketball, and Indian turned it over. Well, now on the ball, looking for a shooter in the corner. Blazic looks like he's going to go baseline, gets cut off. Goes down the middle now. Well, has to put up a wild fadeaway. Airballs that one, and now this is where Hungary has to be a lot quicker, getting on transition. Comes up one screen now with Akos Keller. Hesitates, gets rejected. Well, he said, not in my house. Oh, what a block by Edo Muric. Edo Muric defending the basket. Edo Muric was a member of the Slovenian national team, actually a starter in the final when they beat Serbia at the 2017 EuroBasket. Calls one screen now, has to kick this one out. Can they finally get one from downtown, way off the mark? Get an offensive rebound in the lane, hangs in the air, and he kisses that one off the glass. And that is Benedict Verratti, and that's one way Hungary can't keep in this game, is just to go after any second chance points. The shots aren't dropping from the perimeter. You got to come up with other ideas, and offensive rebounds is one way. Here comes a kick out. Good ball movement. Blazic, corner, it's good. Fourth tray ball of the quarter, and it's that man. Blazic nailing the three-pointer in the corner, putting Slovenia up by 11 points. Here comes the pick and roll now for Hungary, but they got to move the ball a lot quicker. Comes off one screen, tries to pull up for a deep, deep three, can't get it. Blazic with the rebound. And now Luka Rupnik will push in transition. Rupnik now cross court in the corner. Had to keep it alive. Blazic comes off one screen, good ball mid. Rupnik doesn't take the three. Another kick out, beautiful basketball. Three is up, no good. Again, you just gotta love the way Slovenia moved the ball. Philosophy is, I've got a good shot, but you've got a better one. Spins out now, fades away, going out of bounds. Tough, tough move by Zoltan Pearl. Zoltan Pearl there, just making that little penetration, breaking down the defense, and again, trying to make life a little bit difficult for the Slovenians. Blazic now goes back up to Luka Rupnik. Rupnik goes down the middle, makes a bit of contact, he draws a foul on Kemal Karahodzic. Well, David Vojvoda comes into the game again. And that's the one problem Hungary's going to have in this game, trying to find players that can put the ball on the floor and get some scoring going to the basket. But again, also going to have to shut Slovenia down on defense as Moric goes handoff now. Blazic. Blazic now looks for the back down. Kicks this one out. Good ball, but another three. The three is up. Three is just off the mark. Well, he get the offensive rebound, but he goes in. Doesn't get another offensive rebound. Muric gets denied. Goes out of bounds, and well, that ball is like a hot tamale. Somebody's got to come up with it. Dimmitz gets it, and now Dimmitz will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, that was a passage of play where nobody could get a hand to the basketball. But in the end, Karahodzic was lucky Dimmitz didn't score, but he wasn't going to get the assist for that one. Well, Giga, Dimmitz now. Dimmitz, sorry, will shoot the free throws. Well, from Chelier, Slovenia. She played for Medi Bayreuth back in 2018. Had a brief little season in the Basketball Champions League and also played for Kabalis in their Basketball Champions League campaign back in 2019 as he misses the free throw. Just over halfway now here in the first quarter. Slovenia definitely looking more comfortable out of these two teams. David Vojvoda now on the ball. Foul has been called off the one. I think they called that one on Luka Rubnik. No, Span, sorry. So Span gets called for the reach-in. That's only the second team foul now for Slovenia. All right, turn it over. Keeps it alive, hangs in the air. Oh, beautiful fast break. Oh, behind the back. Well, somebody's got to shoot it. Dimets goes up and he can't make it. Another offensive rebound by Slovenia. Blazic now hesitates. Goes in the lane, hangs in the air, kicks this one out to Muric now. 4 on the shot clock. Span, Hail Mary 3. Doesn't get it. Another turnover by Hungary, but now it's a 3-on-1. Gives the ball up. Muric, finger roll off the backboard. He made the contact in. Tough move. Muric, again, a very versatile player, capable of playing positions 2 through 4. And again, you can see him just running the floor there. Dimets now protecting the basket, but strong move. Again, Marko Filipovic. Sorry, no, that was Zoltan Powell actually. Made the contact. Oh, Span left wide open. Well, Slovenia have gone a little bit cold from three-point line, but a foul has been called, I believe, on Karahodzic. Lakos Keller now is going to check back into the game as Karahodzic will go to the bench, take a breather. Well, depth could be an issue for Hungary in this game because there's only certain players that ideally are going to make this rotation and be able to compete with the Slovenians. Dimets now makes the first free throw. Makes the second one. He puts Slovenia up by 10 points. Well, Slovenia now making a double change into the game. Well, Jan Koshi's coming into the game along with Gregor Hrovat. Gregor Hrovat, as you can see there, had a decent season with Cholet in the Basketball Champions League, but they weren't able to get qualification into the playoff rounds. But again, another player that can really light the gym up if you give him any time or space from the pro. What a crossover in the lane. Now goes to the Euro step. Oh, baby, what a move. I think they're calling for a travel, but again, Marko Filipovic just going to work. Blazic now looks to attack. Goes in the lane, kicks this one out. Good ball movement. Blazic takes a deep three-pointer way off the mark. Hungary just can't secure a rebound, but a backcourt violation. Oh no, a kickball actually. So it's going to be 14 on the shot clock. Back to Slovenia. Well, Ferenc has got a tough job guarding a player like Blazic. Blazic is your kind of small point forward, if you like. I mean, now he makes a penetration. Pulls up from 15 feet, doesn't get it. And now Hungary able to secure a rebound. Keller now looking for a handoff. Pulls up from 15 feet, takes a jump shot, and he nails that one down. Zoltan Powell, again, finding comfort in that mid-range. Blazic now moves the ball up to Span. Comes to pick and roll now with Dimets. Goes baseline, beautiful kick out. Well, Blazic wide open, gotta make it. Again, just short off the three-pointer. And now Hungary, 4-on-2. Oh, I throw it away, great defense by Blazic. Oh, he saves it. And now Slovenia can break down the other end. Transition all the way, Euro step, and he gets fouled. Well, David Vojvoda got ahead of the fast break. Turnover by Hungary. But you can see Blazic keeping the ball alive and back down the other end. Slovenia wasted no time here. Gregor Hrovat making a contact and draws a foul on Akos Keller. But now Benke checks back into the game for Hungary. Again, they're going to have to go to their bench quite a lot tonight, especially if these players get into foul trouble, but could be a problem for Hungary. And now Janos Elingsfeld checks into the game. Well, size-wise, Hungary are going to be a little bit mismatched, but Slovenia aren't the biggest team. I mean, Dimets standing at about 6'9", 6'10". Gregor Hrobat makes the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
Substitution for Slovenia, number 20 on the court.
Well, the foul has been called on the ball, I believe, and that one's going to be called on Span, but not a bad foul for Slovenia. It's only the second team foul now of the quarter. Voda now comes off one screen. McKellar steps back. This is what he likes to do. Deep three, can't get it. Another foul's been called now. I believe they're going to call that one against Slovenia on the rebound. So now, third team foul to Slovenia, but it will be baseline ball now to Hungary. Voda now with 10 on the shot clock. He's got to get something going. Pulls up for a deep, deep, tough three-pointer. Nothing but net right off the screen. And again, that will do a lot of confidence now as Benedict Verratti hits the first tray ball of the night. Cut down to a 6-point deficit as Span now comes off one screen. Flies up to Hrobat. Hrobat goes up against Voivoda. Down the middle. Good kick out now, Span. Back out, Gregor Hrobat. Deep three, can't get it. But again, Hungary just can't buy a rebound. Hozic thought about taking the three-pointer, doesn't take it. Good ball movement here. Span down the middle, dishes it under the basket. He tries to throw it to the cameraman who was wide open, but he's not able to shoot the ball, so another turnover to Slovenia. Now that's a problem now because Slovenia at times just maybe overpass the ball a little bit too much. Somebody's got to just say, look, I'm going to take this shot right now. So many players on the court. Hrobat, Span, capable of being that player to take that responsibility, but you can see the oh, I turn it over. Now, a little bit of showtime. What do we have here? Oh, he lays that one up. Again, another careless turnover from Hungary. So they trail this one by 8 points, but now Hungary will have the last shot here in the first quarter. Verratti now with the ball in his hands. Down to 6. Comes off one screen. McKellar got away with the travel. 3 is up. The 3 is no good. Keller tried to tip it back in, but ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, it's Slovenia, the defending champions of the 2017 EuroBasket, leading this one by 8 points, 23-15 over Hungary. We'll just show you some stats and some highlights here from the first quarter. Slovenia did come out like a house on fire, led by Luka Rupnik from the perimeter. I mean, he was 3 for 3 from downtown, but since then, he got a little bit cold from the perimeter. Well, they can see Slovenia now 4 for 12 from the perimeter, shooting 33%. Verratti hitting the only tray ball of the night for Hungary as they have 1 for 7. Hungary have not gone to the free throw line. Here are some highlights. That's a tough movement. That's probably what Benke needs to do a lot more, is attack the defense and draw more fouls, get to the free throw line. But Blazic was having a field day in the early stage of the first quarter. And Blazic is one of those players, very tricky, but Filipovici there, sorry, Zoltan Powell with the spin out fadeaway. Turnovers have been a problem for Hungary in this game. See that in the lane, bit of contact, and Zoltan Pearl just enjoying coming off that screen and getting into the lane and making that contact, and that's what Hungary need a lot more in this game if they're going to be able to compete down the long stretch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you download the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 app on your Android. Customize your experience with your favorite players and favorite teams. Receive the news that matters most to you. Remember, download on your Android or smartphone or tablet the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 app. Voivoda now gives the ball up. Benke got off the screen there and probably could have had enough time to get the shot up, but goes baseline looking for a kick out, but another turnover. Now 4-on-1 situation. Slovenia, they kick it out, perimeter. Quick three. Three is up, no good. Offensive rebound, Voivoda. Good hands there, comes up with a steal, but Hungary have to take care of the basketball. Pick and pull now with Keller. Keller kicks out. Voivoda draws a foul now. Akos Keller, as soon as he caught the ball off the pick and roll there, almost fell over. And again, you gotta love that right there with David Voivoda and Gregor Hrovat. Two competitors playing physical, but patting the hand to say, this is sportsmanship in their competition. Now looking for some handoff now. Here comes a pick and roll, 4 on the shot clock. Pump fake, steps through, takes a three-pointer way off the mark. And now Slovenia can push now. Well, that looks like he's gonna slow this one down. Span now gives a handoff with Hrovat. Off one screen now, under 10 on the shot clock. Another kick out, good ball movement. Span for 3, can he get it? And again, nobody boxed him out, but there you can see Gregor Hrovat misses a tip in. Again, Slovenia, I mean, they play Renaissance, beautiful basketball, but it's the end product that's just not dropping at the moment. In the lane now, makes a bit of contact off the backboard, can't get it. Sloppy basketball end to end, but now Slovenia can push down the other end. Now that's much better. Quick shot, but another miss. Voivoda now, you can see, trying to slow this one down and try to get Hungary into a half-court set offense. Tries to split the defense now, puts up a little floater, a little teardrop. David Voivoda going to work. And that's what Hungary needs. Somebody step up and take those shots in the lane. I mean, Hungary a much higher percentage shooting team within the rainbow than they are from the perimeter. Puts up off the glass, another miss. But another offensive rebound for Slovenia. Down the lane, good ball movement, reverse layup, and that's much better. Well, Slovenia have been settling a lot for perimeter shots, but again, now looking to go down low to their bigs in this one. The last shot came from Jan Koshi for Slovenia. Assist coming from Jan Span, sorry. Comes off one screen now. Voivoda attacks the defense, and that's much better. Well, back-to-back plays there for David Voivoda. Right now, Slovenia have to call timeout, as that lead is now cut down to 6 points here in the second quarter. There you can see the problem for Hungary in this game is that Slovenia's been allowed too many offensive rebounds. And that's one thing Hungary could probably do themselves a lot of favors. They can try and control the boards. Now, size for size, Slovenia do match up a little bit bigger than them, but again, it's about taking a little bit of pride in controlling the boards, and once you get those rebounds, try and get out in transition. Play a little bit more up-tempo basketball. You can see David Voivoda with a little floater, a little teardrop in the lane, and we saw that a few times with Solnoki Ole in the inaugural year of the Basketball Champions League. Is a fantastic player, David Voivoda. Hungary now come up with a steal, and that's much better. Karahodzic just putting his hand in the cookie jar. And the question is, can Hungary capitalize? Voda now gets a handoff. Voda now steps back, fadeaway three, doesn't get it. Hungary now secure an offensive rebound. Fresh 14 on the shot clock. Pearl comes off one screen, almost turned it over. Wide open look, downtown, gets it to drop. Well, he hit the front rim and got that little kiss off the glass. Well, Ferenc now moves up to 4 points as he's hit his first three-pointer, but also, again, big-time shot. Deep three by Blazic. Nothing but net from downtown. Well, that's a problem when you play against a team like Slovenia. I mean, they are just so lethal from the perimeter. Blazic, Rupnik, players like that can't be allowed any time or space from the perimeter. Zoltan Poe now comes off one screen. Thought about it. Voda attacks, steps back mid-range. Looks a little strong, can't get it. But Karahodzic following up. That was actually Janos Ehlingfeld. Another three-pointer from Slovenia. They can't get it. Now Hungary with another chance to cut this down to a two-point ball game. Possibly a one-point if they can make a three-pointer, but yeah, not a high percentage team from downtown. Bit of contact, tries to step through, traveling violation. A turnover for the Hungarians. Well, Filipovic is going to check back into the game. Well, Slovenia now checking in. Luka Lapanek into the game for them as he makes his debut into this game. Blazic off one screen, takes the 15-foot jump shot. Can't get the drop. Offensive rebound by Dimits. He gets that one to drop, but David Vojvoda now will check out of the game. I think the ball went out of bounds on that play, so Hungary now with another chance to cut it down to a two, possibly a one-point ball game. So we're just under halfway now here in the second quarter. Understand the shot clock now. He's got to get something going to the basket. Found a bit of time and space. Good kick out, wide open, big three. Can't get it. Again, Hungary really struggling from the perimeter. Now Slovenia, oh, what a pass in the lane. Oh, he's got to go up with it. Ah, too easy. And again, it all starts with a pass from Lapornik. Six-point lead now to Slovenia. Again, they started the game like a house on fire, but Hungary have frustrated them on defense. Takes a deep three, can't get it. Well, this is going to be a problem now. If Hungary starts settling for perimeter shots, it's going to be easy all night now for Slovenia because Slovenia now can slow it down, but foul there on Hungary on Zoltan Pearl. He now picks up his second personal foul. Akos Zeller comes back into the game for Hungary. Karahodzic checks out. Oh, what a pass. Wide open under the basket. Oh, he's got to go up with it. Well, who was defending him? I mean, how wide open do you need to be under the basket? But again, great pass by Luka Rupnik. Voda now on the ball, comes off one screen with Zeller. Cross court in the corner, good ball movement. Down the middle, draws the foul, and that's much better now. 13th foul for Slovenia. The foul's on Dimec. Sideline ball now to the Hungarians. Vojvoda is going to inbound this one. 3:31 to go here in the second quarter. Finds a little time and space, makes a bit of contact, gets down one. Well, again, tough move by Benedikt Verratti. Verratti just had him suffocating defense and had to make that penetration, made that little bit of contact. And now he'll go to the free throw line for the three-point play. Again, plays for Falco Tsambavli. Also had a very good season in the Basketball Champions League as he makes a three-point play and cuts it down to a 5-point ball game. Rupnik pump fakes, could have made the contact there, but decided not to go for the shot. Blazic has to kick this one out. 6 on the shot clock now. Rupnik's got to get something going. Almost turns it over. Blazic wide open. Got it! Big time three! Right at the end of the shot clock. Looking to give this one up now. Comes off the screen, kicks out. It takes a tough three, fading away. And again, not a high percentage shot. If Hungary keeps settling for that, it's going to be a field day now for Slovenia. Rupnik now looking to go handoff with Dimec. Comes off one more screen. 6 on the shot clock now. He's got to get something going. Tries a Euro step, forces one up, can't get it. Hungary secure the rebound, and now just over 2 minutes to go now here in the second quarter. Vojvoda now has to give it back out to Verratti. Verratti pick and pop with Keller. Keller, what a pass! I think the foul is on the ground, so that was a much better play there. Akos Keller doing a high-low play, but Zoltan Poe now checks back into the game for Hungary in the backcourt. So now it's going to be 2 free throws to Marko Filipovic. Makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe and cuts it back down now to a 6-point ball game. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Slovenia, again, being frustrated by Hungary. Rupnik goes baseline, kicks out. Another three. Blazic doesn't get it. Filipovic with a rebound. Another foul, but now this is better for Hungary because by getting into the penalty a lot earlier, anytime they get fouled now, they can chip into the deficit. So Filipovic with a chance now to cut this down to a possible 4-point ball game. Well, he makes the first free throw. Again, as we mentioned, been a crucial player in the 2 years now in the Basketball Champions League for Falco, KC Tsambavli. And he cuts it down to that 4-point deficit. Blazic gives up to Rupnik. Oh, what a pass! Under the basket. Dimec has got to finish it. Oh, Luka Rupnik, what vision to see Dimec cut into the basket. And that just shows you what a world-class point guard Luka Rupnik is. Vojvoda now heavily guarded, gives up to Filipovic. Filipovic goes in the lane, gets down one. Somehow, some way, Filipovic made that shot, and he's going to the charity stripe. I don't think he can believe it either. Well, Filipovic, I mean, how going out of bounds. Little baby hook, kissing that one off the backboard. Well, gets the shooter's drop on the free throw, and now it's a three-point ball game with just over a minute to go here in the second quarter. Slovenia now being tested mentally more so than the style of play. Rubnik fakes the pass, this time sends it out. Comes off one screen now, has to kick out Blazic. Well, misses last one, makes this one, nothing but net. I mean, that is a dagger tray ball. That's a problem Hungary's going to have so much. You put too many eyes on one player, somebody's going to be open. And that man happened to be Blazic. He is now 4 for 6 from downtown, moves up to 15 points. Zoltan Poe now, 10 on the shot clock. Comes off one screen, splits the screen. Hangs in the air, can't get it. But a tip back follow-up, Karahodzic. Well, Hungary right now going in for those second chances, making those penetrations, getting to the free throw line. Right now, frustrating Slovenia. Slovenia being tested. And right now, they call timeout with 32 seconds to go here in this FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifying match, live here in the wonderful city of Kiev, in the beautiful nation of Ukraine. Well, that's going to be a big stat right there. You can see Hungary with 12 second chance points opposed to Slovenia's 4, but anything just to kill. I mean, Hungary know full well coming into this game that Slovenia being the defending champions, that this really is a David versus Goliath. But, you know, if you're not a perennial three-point shooting team, you got to find other ways to stay in the game, and rebounds, getting to the free throw line, just doing the job right now here in the first half. Zoltan Poe, you can see a split in the defense, but watch Karahodzic. Nobody boxing him out. Just goes in with a simple tip. It's the little things right now. Slovenia being frustrated. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you haven't done so already, download the official app of the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers. Customize your experience by following your favorite teams and players. Turn on the notifications to receive news and videos that matters to you most and quickly. Watch top plays from the games with video highlights and recaps. Follow the games and get live statistics and play-by-plays. Remember, it is the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 app. Download on your tablet or smartphone. It's all there for you. Well, Rubnik now is going to let this one roll up the court to try and waste no time whatsoever. Comes off one screen now. Well, a little bit too much time and space. Kicks out. Muric gets blocked. Great defense. Now Hungary, 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Can run this one down. Well, they can cut it down to a 2-point ball game, or possibly a 1 point if they can hit a 3-point field goal. But as we said, Hungary not the strongest 3-point field goal shooting team. Comes off one screen now, pick and pop. Vojvoda steps back, big three, almost got it. Karahodzic, big time rebound, but end of the first half. It was Filipovici, sorry. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a first half of basketball we've had. Slovenia came out like a house on fire, but they are being tested by Hungary. Right now playing with a lot of heart, a lot of desire. We'll just show you some highlights and some stats from the first half. But ladies and gentlemen, go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long. That's we'll be back soon. Well, Hungary, they can see only 14% from the perimeter, 12 for 18 from within the rainbow. Slovenia, 7 for 20 from downtown. Now just out-rebounding Hungary, 22-20. I mean, look at that. Hungary only 1 assist. Again, you see that a lot in their play. A lot of pick and rolls, a lot of isolations. Filipovici, Verratti, their top scorers with 9 and 8, followed up by Pearl. Blazic with 15, top scorer in the game. Luka Rupnik as well for Slovenia. Well, now here are some of the top plays from the first half. I mean, for Hungary, it was a matter of trying to somehow stay in this game and figure out a way how they were going to compete. But Blazic, I mean, he was simply unstoppable in the early stages, along with Luka Rupnik. Rubnik is just such a complex player to defend. I mean, he's got the perimeter shot, the ability to break defenses down, but you can see Zoltan Poe with the spin out, taking that one in the lane. Well, turnovers were costing Hungary quite a lot in the early stages. Well, that Calzella now gets a handoff. Zoltan Pearl just pulling up from 50 feet, nailing that jump shot. You start to get the idea that Hungary, much more high percentage team, and they get the shots from within the rainbow. But again, if they keep settling for those perimeter shots, it's not going to be a way they're going to stay in this game. Blazic now, so much range on that shot. You cannot give him any time or space, but again, another player that can just get to the basket whenever he wants. The range on that shot there, you can see it lets everybody know. David Voivoda there, tough shot, but the follow-up by Inglisfield. Again, Blazic, 4 for 6 from downtown. He's had a terrific shooting night so far. The low block, but not a turnover. Through his legs. Well, this could be spectacular. Transition 3, got it! Fast break showtime basketball by Slovenia.
To start, and they start with the ball. Alberto Diaz throwing it high, and what a start! Spain bringing the pain right off the opening bat. Here we go. Lundberg off the iron, around and in. 26 in the game for Ife Lundberg. What more do you want from me, he says.
Franca off the screen, finds Cope, counters it home. Oh, that's a great find. Franca off the screen, on the money bounce pass.
Mladen, what's he going to do? Feeds it, Dusan Mladen nails the three! Has there been a bigger shot in the history of Swiss basketball? Ice running through his veins. You can see how much it means. Absolutely ice cold from the corner pocket, Dusan.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifying matchup between Slovenia, the defending champions of 2017, and Hungary. Well, Slovenia did come out like a house on fire, shooting left, right, and center from the perimeter, led by Luka Rubnik and Blazic, but Hungary have frustrated them by going in for second chance points and getting to the free throw line quite a lot. Slovenia did go cold in the second quarter from the perimeter, but again, team of their caliber, the players they have, as we mentioned, Rubnik, Blazic, Gregor Hrovat, can only be a matter of time before they catch fire again, but for the likes of Hungary, perimeter shooting's been very poor, only 2 for 14 from the rainbow, but they keep settling for perimeter shots and much more higher percentage shots inside the rainbow are falling for them, but it's a question for them what they decide to go for with Filipovici, their top scorer, again, a key member of the Falco Tsonbaili in the Basketball Champions League. Well, Slovenia now will have the first possession of the second half. Blazic will inbound the ball now to Luka Rubnik. Well, Rubnik came out 3 for 3 from downtown and again didn't look to go for his perimeter shot so much. Dimmitz now looking for a handoff. Finds it to Blazic, blows pick and roll. Down the middle now, makes a penetration now, draws a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Foul looks like it's on David Vojvoda. As we mentioned about David Vojvoda, had a very good season with Solnoki Ole in the inaugural year of the Basketball Champions League back in 2016-17, and again, he's been a key member of the Hungarian national team. He makes the first free throw. Short on the second one. Slovenia now hold on to a slender 5-point lead over Hungary. Wacko Zella now looking to go pick and roll. Goes to Verratti. Verratti kicks out. Pump fakes in the lane, goes up with a little teardrop. Way off the mark, can't get it. Well, that was a golden opportunity, but now Blazic looking to go in transition. He turns it over. Well, sloppy basketball from both ends of the court. Foul has been called. Well, Blazic is the one player on the court that you would put the ball in the hands of. It's a good foul there. Tried to go in and reach for the ball. So sideline ball now to Hungary. Keeps alive now. Comes off one screen. As Verratti now takes the mid-range jump shot. Cuts it down to a 3-point ball game. Again, Hungary much better, shooting a much higher percentage from within the rainbow, as Rubnik now can't replicate the same success at the beginning of the game. And against Slovenia, very much struggling for what is usually their bread and butter from downtown, but right now they got to mix it up a little bit. Vojvoda now fakes all the way off the backboard. Well, David Vojvoda cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. Hungary's just starting to believe in themselves. Remember, the last time these two teams met in the first ever window, it was Hungary that left with a 2-point victory over Slovenia. Blazic now finds Dimets. Dimets got to kick it out. Another 3. Can he get it? Still can't get it. But again, an offensive rebound by Slovenia. And Slovenia will lead the rebounds 22-20 at the end of the first half now. Blazic, he'll try his luck. In and out, can't get it. Well, they mostly say that great shooters keep on shooting the ball from the perimeter, but the moment Hungary with a chance to take the lead in this game. Benedikt Verratti now goes in with a little teardrop, can't get it. And now Slovenia have a 3-on-2 situation. Rubnik now is going to slow this one down. Looking for a lob to Dimets. Dimets has a mismatch on him. And David Vojvoda acknowledges the foul, but probably doesn't agree with the call of the official, but it's now the second team foul for Hungary. Well, it's a definite foul because Blazic did beat him. Just got a little bit lower than him with the shoulder. Lutnick now off one screen. Cross-court pass, keep it alive. 6 on the shot clock now. It's got to get something going. Down the middle, hangs in the air. Oh, it's beautiful. Gets a little shooter's drop on it. Tough move by Muric. Well, you know Muric, the younger of his two brothers, his one brother, sorry. Highly Dino Muric it was. Can't get the mid-range shot in now. Blazic can push the transition, but it looks like he's gonna slow this one down. And Slovenia don't need to rush it. Zella falls over, falls on the ground. Keep it alive, big time three, got it! Well, I said great shooters, keep on shooting the ball. And Muric answers the questions. To put Slovenia back up by 6 points. Now Slovenia pick up their second team foul from Leponik. Karadzic comes back into the game along with Zoltan Pearl. Zoltan Pearl was very good for Hungary in the first quarter, finding that little bit of space and again isolating as much as possible, but comes off one screen now. Thought about taking the three-pointer. Oh, now the 4 on the shot clock. But he's got to get a shot off. Step back, big three, got it! Big time three! Only the third tray ball of the game for Hungary. What a time to hit a three-pointer. Well, Muric made his last three-pointer, doesn't make this one. Goes out of bounds. I think that's going to be, it will be Slovenia ball. I think Zoltan Pearl is trying to figure out if he made contact with the ball on the rebound or not, but Slovenia will have possession on the baseline with 14 on the shot clock. Well, there was a shot from Muric. It's tough to see from that angle, but again, I think the official definitely has that one right. Another foul's been called off the ball, this time on Verratti. Blazic becoming a problem to defend off the ball for Hungary, and that's now their third team foul. Well, Filipovic is going to come back into the game. As Ellingsfeld will go to the bench and take a breather. Blazic now all the way, dish off. Oh, beautiful pass! Oh, Blazic made the penetration, had all the eyes on him. Dished it off to Gregor Hrovat, who just laid it up. Easy basketball from Slovenia. And that's one thing Slovenia do. They test your help side defense. Filipovic, a bit of contact off the backboard, doesn't get it. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Slovenia ball. Another change now for Hungary as David Vojvoda comes back into the game. Probably just to give him that bit of a scoring option when the shot clock goes down. As Benedikt Verratti goes to the bench. Muric now gives up the Blazic. Quick catch and shoot, doesn't get it. Hungary secure the rebound. Karadzic set a hot screen there in the lane now. Gets a layup. Well, tough play, but I think Karadzic got away with that one. And Zoltan Pearl lays it up, cuts it down to a three-point ball game. Lutnick now kicks this one out. Blazic, big three, got it! Fifth tray ball of the night. Well, he is cooking it right now from downtown. He now moves it to 18 points, 5 for 9 from downtown. Almost turned it over, but it will be baseline ball now to the Hungarian national team. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline now, had the three-point shot, didn't take it. They turn it over, gives it right to Rupnik. Well, they got options transition. Find Muric. Muric in the lane. Muric, little teardrop, and he gets the and one. The foul is on Filipovic in Hungary. Got to call timeout. It's the same story as the first half. Careless turnovers, fast break basketball from the Slovenians. Well, Hungary now 15 for 25 within the rainbow, only 3 for 15 from downtown, while Slovenia shooting 30% with 9 for 27. I mean, look at this from Blazic. Blazic just going in, easy floater. I mean, the help side was way too late, and that's why Filipovic had to commit the foul. But again, if you got to foul him, make sure he doesn't get the and one. But a beautiful little floater there from Blazic. One free throw now for Blazic to make a three-point play and possibly put Slovenia up by 9 points. Well, 5 rebounds away from a double-double and possibly 8 assists away from a triple-double, but the likelihood of him getting those assists from now to the end of the game, I never say never, but unlikely. Pro now gives the ball up to Filipovic. Comes off one screen now, Karahodzic. Filipovic doesn't take many three-pointers, and there's one reason. It goes out of bounds, so it will be Slovenia ball. Goes down low, and I think they're going to call foul on Karahodzic. That's just silly now because Demets is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Demets has been very quiet so far in this game. I mean, he had a very good first quarter, but again, with the amount of perimeter players that they have in the backcourt for Slovenia that are leading the way, I mean, more or less he's out there to get rebounds, set screens, but if he is open down low, give the ball to him because he's a great post player. Makes both free throws now. Double-digit lead for Slovenia. Now Vojvoda draws a foul, and that's only the 3rd team foul for Slovenia. So it will be sideline ball to Hungary. Fouls on Demets. Slovenia now going to their bench and making double changes. Jan Koshi comes back in with Gregor Hrovat and Miha Leponik as well. Vojvoda now doesn't use a screen. Looks for Karahodzic, gets the ball back. Takes a three-point, 3 is up, no good. And now Luka Rupnik can push in transition, hesitation. All the way kicks out. Well, had the wide open look, didn't take another foul. Well, the foul is on Zoltan Pearl, but I think he took a shot to the face. I think the officials are discussing what just happened in that play. Was it an offensive foul? It did. Zoltan Pearl commit the foul before the contact. Well, there's the pump fake. To me, that's a defensive foul. Because Zoltan Pearl doesn't need to reach that. I mean, it's a silly reach because now he's just going to send Slovenia to the free throw line yet again. I think they might go and look. So defensive foul stands. 2 free throws now to Slovenia. Well, Benedict Verratti now will come back into the game for Zoltan Pearl. I think the benefit of having Verratti into the game just gives them that little bit of stability in the backcourt. They're missing that point guard to keep things under control and run the show for them. He makes the first free throw. Well, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and now it's a 13-point lead, the highest the lead's ever been for Slovenia. Another turnover. Well, what do we have in the lane? Good pass, but Rupnik has to pull this one out. Kicks out, big three. Doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound. Well, Hungary right now need to shout Bucks out because everything is going back to Slovenians. Good ball movement. 3, corner. This time it gets it. 16-point ball game. And Slovenia are running wild all over Kiev right now as Hungary struggle to contain any rebounds. Vojvoda now on the ball, heavily guarded. Comes off one screen now, has to give it out. Steps back, deep, deep three. Got it! Big time three. And that will just do Hungary a world of confidence right now. David Vojvoda. Well, Rupnik now. And again, a careless foul by David Vojvoda. Right at the end of the shot clock, and you know, Hungary were getting to the free throw line at the end of the second quarter. Right now it's Slovenia, but it's the ill-disciplined defense by Hungary. Ako Zella comes back into the game along with Eilingsfeld. Luka Rupnik, one of the best shooters in Europe right now, makes the first one. Well, that's his first points that he made. His first points, sorry, since he came out of the game and hit 3 threes in a row in the first quarter. Puts Slovenia back up by 15 points. Span now comes into the game for the first time here in the second half with 2.5 to go now. Comes off one screen now. Bit of contact. Well, takes a wild shot, doesn't get it. Slovenia secure the rebound, and now they can push. All right, turn it over. And now Hungary can push a transition with Verratti. Good ball movement under the basket. And the foul has been called. It's only the 4th team foul. That's a very good foul there by Jan Koshi because stopped an easy dunk from Akos Keller. Very, very clever foul there by Jan Koshi because doesn't put them in the penalty, but does stop an easy 2 points by Slovenia. Well, Verratti pulls up for a 3-pointer, can't get it. Offensive rebound. Goes out of bounds, so it will be Hungary ball. with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Seals him off now. Zeller does a great job there. Probably went back to his right hand. Should have gone with the left hand there, but foul is on Gregor Hrovat. So now Akko Zeller, who was denied 2 points to the foul by Jan Koshi, will have 2 free throws here. And a chance to chip into his deficit going into the fourth quarter. And he makes the first one. And now if you're hungry, you just got to keep making sure that in the next 1 minute, 41 seconds, that you kind of get into single digits as much as possible. Heading into that fourth quarter is Akko Zeller there. You can see goes 2 for 2 from this charity stripe. Comes off one screen now. In the lane now, good ball movement. Euro steps, a traveling violation. And that's much better now from the Hungarians on their defense. Righty now reverses the ball up to Ellingsfeld. It's off one screen, kicks out. Big three, looks a little bit short. Akko Zeller keeps alive. Zeller under the basket. Gets a drop. And again, he's making a difference, going for those offensive rebounds. Well, if you're Slovenia right now, you want to try and run it down as much as possible. Get a good shot. Baseline now. Kick out. Another traveling violation called. Throws up a wild pass, but gets an open look in the corner. Gets a three-pointer. Oh. It's now back down to an 8-point ball game, single digits. And Slovenia now can dribble this one down for the last shot of the third quarter. It's in the hands of Span now. Span looks like he's going to go pick and roll with somebody. Here comes double high screen. 2 seconds left. Span, backdoor play. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it gets rejected, but I think they're going to call that one. Well, Akko Zeller again made the defensive effort, but it was too little too late, I think. So Slovenia now with a 10-point lead. 3.2 seconds left. They board Zoltan Pearl in for this one. Hungary with possibly one last chance. Get it into Pearl. Pearl splits, shoots it, got it! Zoltan Pearl right at the end of the third quarter. Where was the help side defense? Nobody picked him up. I mean, he split the defense like putting butter on a knife in the bread. And again, he just went up with that little one-footed three-point shot. I think the officials are going to go back to review, because I would question, did he get it off in time? I mean, it was a spectacular play, but I think they might need to review that one. Regardless whether he got it off or not, I mean, it was just so spectacular. Just came off the bench. Unbelievable. I mean, the Slovenian defense just fell asleep. Did he get it off in time? That is tough to see from that angle. I'm not sure he did. Maybe. Possibly. You got to rewind that one back again. Look at the shot clock down the other end. Does he get it off in time? I think he does. Well, Zoltan Pearl. Big time shot. Got it. Well, now it's a 7-point ball game going into the fourth quarter. We got a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just show you some stats and highlights now from the third quarter. Well, Hungary now 6 for 22 from downtown. The last three-pointer coming from Zoltan Pearl. Slovenia stuck at 34% for 29. Well, here's some highlights now. Verratti there coming up with a big-time shot from the mid-range, doing a bit of confidence for Hungary. That mid-range is probably a higher percentage shot. I mean, he did hit a big three in the corner, cut it down to an 8-point ball game. David Vojvoda attacking the basket. I mean, they got it down to 1 point, almost took the lead, but Slovenia just went on a rampage after that point. There you can see Muric, big-time shot from the perimeter. Zoltan Pearl, we've seen it a few times tonight. The step backs, the one-footers. This is right in the face of Muric. Tough shot. Well, the perimeter shooting is what's separating this game, but again, that last shot by Zoltan Pearl, unbelievable. So now Hungary will get the first possession here in the fourth quarter. 1 quarter to go. Can Hungary stay undefeated? They're going to have to come back. A quick foul has been called already. So that's one team foul already now to Slovenia. Verratti now going pick and roll with Akos Keller. Verratti kicks this one out. Well, big time three. Doesn't get it. Again, he made that shot. It would have been back to a 4-point ball game. But now Slovenia with another chance to assert themselves, take control of this game. Comes off one screen now. Down the middle. They got a mismatch down low. They got to feed the ball to the big fella, but going to go for another pick and roll. Deep three by Span. Span puts it up, and he nails it. Back to a 10-point ball game. Well, that's one way Slovenia definitely want to start the fourth quarter. Comes off one screen now. Verratti, bit of contact. Puts up a wild one. Makes the contact, but no foul called. Back down to an 8-point ball game. Well, Benedict Verratti, again, one of those players that can keep things composed in the backcourt and can make those penetrations in. And in the lane goes up and a foul call. Beautiful move, but again, poor help side defense by the Hungarians. Gregor Hrovat will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, he makes the first one. Almost came up with a steal there, but again, it will be Hungary ball on the baseline. Hrovat looks like he took a little bit of a shot there. Akos now looking for a handoff. Another quick three by Verratti. Doesn't get it. Well, this is a problem now for Hungary. Settling for those perimeter shots, not making them. And now they got to do it down the other end, which is double hard work. Transition defense with Slovenia. And another careless foul picked up. Well, this is good for Slovenia. You want to get in the penalty quite early because with your lead, the kind of defense that Hungary plays, always reaching, trying to go for loose balls. Just get to the free throw line. Comes off one screen now, finds it. Off the backboard, can't get it. Zeller with a rebound, and now Vojvoda push this one down the other end. Oh, he threw it right to him. Careless pass by Ellingsfeld. Gregor Hrobet now looks like he's want to fix this one out. Goes up for a quick shot, can't get it. Well, Slovenia not doing themselves any favor by rushing to a lot of shots. I mean, again, go back to the tempo they were playing in the first quarter. You got a 10-point lead. Slow it down, move the ball, but Ellingsfeld now's got to be careful he doesn't throw the ball back to Slovenia, but David Vojvoda takes another tough shot. High arc on it, doesn't get it. Pearl now looks like he's going to attack. Pearl fades away out of bounds. No contact, no foul called. Slovenia now with another chance. Great give and go there down the lane. Kicks out. Span down the middle. Again, the movement off the ball needs to be a lot better from both these two teams. Corner shot, the three is up. Three is good, tucked away. Well, Lapornik now had a few good looks from the perimeter, but this time he's able to capitalize. Hitting the big one now, putting Slovenia up by 13 points. One screen now in the lane. Kicks out to Vojvoda. Vojvoda's fouled. Vojvoda trying to suck his shot. So we'll be baseline ball now to Hungary. Karahodzic and Filipovici coming into the game for Hungary. Slovenia also making big change. You can see Blazic is coming in. Well, Blazic is the best player on the court. I mean, he can play every position from the backcourt, as well as a smaller forward, point forward if you like as well. Vojvoda gets a handoff, crosses over. Vojvoda in the lane, draws another foul. Now he'll go to the free throw line for two shots, and that's much better from Hungary. Well, you know what Slovenia likes to do, like to sit back on defense, force Hungary to shoot perimeter shots, get the rebound and get out in transition. Hungary's got to realize that when a defense sits back like that, you got to keep attacking them, draw fouls, get into the penalty, do what they did at the end of the second quarter. But now with 6:28 to go, down by 13. Have to be quick now because deficit could get bigger with the way Slovenia do shoot the ball from the perimeter. Vojvoda makes the first free throw. Makes the second one, cuts it down to an 11-point ball game. Blazic now off one screen. Pulls this one back out to the perimeter. Well, turns it over. Filipovici with a loose ball. Transition now. Pearl lays it up. Single digits now, 9-point ball game. And Slovenia have to call timeout. Hungary, as always, just don't go away. Slovenia cannot afford to get too casual. Probably having the confidence that they can kill this game up. But this game, 6 minutes left, nowhere near from being over. Well, here was the fast break play now from Zoltan Pearl. We have Vojvoda to his left. I think Vojvoda wanted to throw that one down in transition. So 6:07 left now. Slovenia, game is in their hands, but they got to be smart with the ball. They got Ido Muric, Blazic, Luka Rubnik on the court along with Dimets. There's a mismatch right away. Karahodzic having to guard Luka Rubnik. Rubnik crosses over, puts up a wild shot, doesn't get it. Zoltan Pearl with the rebound. And now Hungary with another chance to chip into the deficit. Comes off one screen now. Kicks out. Filipovic, big three. Can't get it. Karahodzic secures a rebound. Voivoda now on the ball. Comes off one screen. Voivoda all the way. David Voivoda taking this game over. And that's a difference right now in Hungary's offense. When they penetrate to the basket, Slovenia's got problems. When they settle for threes, Slovenia's off on the races. And now Blazic, the kind of player you want to put the ball in the hands of. And another foul into the basket is Karahodzic with the mismatch. As Dimets just too much to handle in the low block. Rubnik comes off one screen, looking for options, kicks out. Blazic, big three, way off the mark. Now he's got to shoot it. End of the shot clock, 24-second violation. Slovenia unable to take care of business. Hungary frustrating them on defense. An offensive foul called on Akozela. Well, Akozela set the illegal screen. That was very costly for Hungary. Well, here you can see Zella. Zella with just a slight bit of contact, but just enough. Yeah, when you set screens, you just got to stand still, not give the officials any chance to make a call. Although he doesn't agree with it, I mean, commonly seen in professional basketball, screens are very simple. Just got to stand your ground. What a pass by Rubnik under the basket. Finds Muric. Well, Muric found the space. Rubnik saw the vision. And the one product was field goal for Slovenia. Filipovic now. Look for a hand of Voivoda. Voivoda tries to split the defense, and now that's the fourth team foul on Slovenia. It's on Lapornik. This is an interesting substitution. Voivoda, I felt their best player right now coming out of the game. As Pongo comes into the game for the first time, only just checked into the game now. Well, Zoltan Pearl gonna have to lead much of the scoring now for Hungary. Filipovic, another three-pointer, in and out, can't get it. Akozela with an offensive rebound. Zella comes off one screen. Pearl kicks out, another three-pointer. Got it! Big time shot! Well, that is huge from Ferenc, because now it's down to a 6-point ball game with just under 3:40 to go here, and another foul. And well, Pongo's just got into the game, and again, he commits a 15th foul for Hungary, so Slovenia's going to the free throw line. Interesting time to sub a player into a game of this magnitude when in the fourth quarter trying to come back into it. As Rubnik makes the first free throw. Gregor Hrovat comes back into the game. Now it's an 8-point lead to Slovenia with 3:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Poverty now looking for a handoff. The ball in the hands of Zoltan Pearl. Pearl comes off one screen. Well, he made his last three-pointer. Can't make this one. So now Slovenia with a chance to build into a double-digit lead here with Luka Rubnik. Down low to Dimits. Dimits keeps it alive. Under the basket. Blazic, three, corner. In and out, but he got it. Well, Blazic, dagger to the heart. Sixth treble of the night. Cross-court pass now. Big three by Pongo. Got it. Well, Hungary not done yet. Pongo hitting a huge three-pointer there. Back to an 8-point ball game with under 2.5 to go. Rupnik now putting the ball in the hands of the Splash Bro. Blazic pulls up from the mid-range. Blazic doesn't get it. It goes out of no, it doesn't go out of bounds. They keep it alive. Rupnik now looking for options. Looking to kick it out. Finds Blazic. Blazic steps back, big three, doesn't get it. Filipovici almost fell out of bounds, kept it alive. Now Hungary, again with an opportunity to chip back into the deficit. Kick out, Filipovici still can't get it. Well, it goes out of bounds, but it will be Hungary ball. So it was tipped out by Ido Muric. Well, Muric nutmegged Ferenc. So hence why it will be Hungary ball with 1:42 to go. Well, Benke and Karahodzic checking. Now, Karahodzic is coming to the game probably to help him with any loose ball rebounds. Because Hungary, no doubt, are probably going to go for some three-pointers here. Well, Ferenc inbounds it. Gets into Karahodzic. Gets up to Benke now. Benke off one screen. All right, turn it over. Ball play behind the back. Fast break, beautiful basketball. Oh, it's unselfish. It's Slovenian Showtime basketball. Gregor Hrovat and Blazic making the most of the fast break there. And now 1:20 to go. Hungary trailing by 10 points. Another three-pointer off the mark. They don't get it. Now Slovenia, no need to rush it. Be patient. Anything, get fouled, get to the free throw line. Blazic now off one screen, kicks out to in the lane now, a bit of contact, gets fouled, and he'll go to the charity stripe now. For two shots, a foul is on Karahodzic. Well, it makes the first one, puts it up to a 11-point lead now for Slovenia. Remember, Ido Muric was a member of that team in 2017. Integral member of the core players that was in the rotation when they won the EuroBasket against Serbia in the final in 2017. Well, now Hungary's got to be quick because they want to keep chipping into the deficit as much as possible. In the lane now, the kick out, they get a three in the corner, three is up, no good. Blazic secures the rebound. Now Slovenia will dribble this one down. I think an 8-second violation might have been called. I think just got a little bit too casual. Careless turnover. No, they keep it alive. Actually took a deflection from Gregor Hrovat. So we'll be ball back to Hungary. Deep three. The three is up. No good from there. Slovenia now will dribble the last few seconds out. Blazic, who's been unbelievable in this game for the Slovenians, will dribble it out, and as it stands, Slovenia will stay top of the group. Hungary pick up their first defeat here in the 2022 EuroBasket Qualifiers, because at the end of this one, it is Slovenia 84, Hungary 72. But what a game it was. Hungary sort of lost control of this game in the third quarter. They had a chance to take the lead when they were down by 1 point, but Slovenia just went on a rampage from the perimeter. It was a great game. Hungary did everything they could to try and chip back into, but it was just too little too late at that point. Well, we thank you for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen, in the city of Kiev and the wonderful nation of Ukraine. We'll take a look at the stats and some highlights. Remember, if you haven't done so already, make sure you download the FIBA 2022 EuroBasket app on your tablet or smartphone. Customize your experience following all your favorite players and teams, getting highlights and live press conferences, and all the news that matters to you most. Remember, it's the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 app. Downloaded. Oh, just show you some stats now from this game and how it ended for both these two teams. Slovenia definitely shot the ball prolifically from the perimeter, but that was expected. They did out-rebound, do a better job of getting to the free throw line compared to Hungary. Well, not the same result as the last time these two teams met, where Hungary came out with a 2-point victory, but nonetheless, a very exciting game of basketball between these two teams. There you can see the stats. Slovenia 13 for 28 from within the rainbow, 13 for 35 from downtown, and 86% from the charity stripe. Hungary, normally a 62% free throw shooting team, 10 for 10 from those charity stripe. Only 2 rebounds less than Slovenia. Again, that stat, 22 assists to 9, really was the difference. Blazic, top scorer this evening, followed up by Rubnik with 24, 13, and Gregor Horvat with 12. Zoltan Pearl, top scorer for Hungary, with 16. Variety chipped in 15. Here are some of the highlights. Michael Zella tried to be a big difference, but I mean, 1 point, they were down by 7 points. He got called for the offensive foul on the illegal screen. That was the difference. Pretty much killed off the confidence for Hungary. Zoltan Pearl there, you can see with the big time step back three. Much needed shot for Hungary at that point. Well, that was just crucial for them, giving them any chance of belief of coming back into this one. But Zoltan Pearl again, you can see here, hesitation, give and go, and a little finger roll off the backboard. The perimeter shooting just was the difference in this game. I mean, Slovenia just shot the ball prolifically from downtown. You can see Blazic with a little floater. Yeah, and one shot that sent him to the free throw line to make that three-point play. You can see again in the corner, nailing the jump shot. That was Lapornik. David Vojvoda had some good looks, but just not enough from downtown to give Hungary any chance of getting back into this game. And there was Zako Zella. Also played very well. Came in, played some good minutes off the bench as a second-string big man for the Hungarians. And Zoltan Pearl, the end of the third quarter, one-legged three-pointer. Are you serious? Deep three by Luka Rubnik. His fourth treble of the night. There's a transition basketball there from Hungary. And again, getting out, making the most of the loose ball situations. Vojvoda, again, in the lane, taking that game over at that point. It was a huge three that gave Hungary a little bit of belief at that point, but again, a team that didn't shoot too well from the perimeter. Blazic, that man, the Splash Brother. Well, we thank you for joining us here, ladies and gentlemen. More games to come in the EuroBasket qualifiers here in this window. As it stands, Slovenia stay top of the group, followed up by Ukraine and Hungary. Austria in need of some serious victories in this window. We'll catch you for more games live here, brought to you by FIBA.
Okay.